Hello, gorgeous Geminis. Do hope that you're well and welcome to my channel. My name is Bella, and how I work is I work with my spirit guides, and so this is a little bit different to other people who give readings here on YouTube, but that's how I work. And if you like what I hear, do subscribe, do share. I do love to hear from all of you, and I'm incredibly grateful for all the supports and subscribers that I've had so far. So this is your love horoscope for August 2017, and what do my guides have to say about your month? And how I work is I do kind of like week by week. So well, you're really in your head, guys, like really in your headspace in the first week. Like you are thinking like sorry, I'm just laughing at what my guys are saying. They're basically saying here that you're sitting going like you're plotting about what it is in how you should react to somebody, because I get here that you're kind of fed up with what you perceive to be a lack of progress. Now, for me, my guys are saying that's because some of you want to get back with somebody and the other person's giving you the runaround. And as a result, it's starting to really upset you. And so you're thinking, do I remain the same, or do I kind of dramatically make this worse because you're getting angry? And so you're in a place in your head where you're deeply thinking about whether you will want to be counterintuitive and hijack or sabotage what's been going on, because you just don't care anymore, because you're fed up of having the runaround. And then there's part of you that is thinking, yeah, but if I do that, am I going to make things worse? Like you were seriously thinking, like you're really annoyed with, particularly if you're waiting for, you newly connected or waiting for somebody who's given you the runaround. And that would include even if you are in a relationship, but it feels to me that particularly in July, because you've not had the best energy in July, that you felt like you've had a bit of a sore time with them. You are like they might be in a happy space because they seem happy, the other person. They seem a bit oblivious, if I'm being honest with you. And you are like, I'm really angry that you've been treating me this way when I've been trying, and I've been patient, and I like, you feel like you're undeserving, and you're thinking about whether you want to be so nice anymore. If you're single, you're still in your headspace, and you're definitely thinking about what it is you don't like in the type of people that have been trying to get your attention, or the lack of any attention, and you do want to go about it differently. But it feels to me that you want to become very ruthless in cutting the wheat from the chaff. Basically, it feels like you just want to, if it like brutally, like if somebody comes, you meet somebody and they are late on a date, you'll be like, no, that's not for me. Like ruthless. So I pity the fool who dates you in your first week and they let you down in any capacity, because you'll be like, no, you'll cut them. Now I have to say, because you Geminis have a tendency to kind of either be like to split off because it's part of your personality trait. The way it's been shown in this month is that there's a good chance that a lot of you will want to have some payback because of the experiences that you've had so far. And that will even include with the people that you really care about and wanted to be with, because you're just exhausted and feel the pains of what you believe they've done to you, or how the lack of what they've given you, or how they've been with you. And so I do get some of you stabbing people in the back, in a literal sense. Not in a literal sense, sorry. You know what I mean? In a metaphorical sense. Please don't go stabbing people in the back in a literal sense, all right? Now, I told you that the other person is completely oblivious to this. So for those of you who then take that action in the second week, the tables are turned, because like some of you just feel like you don't care about the consequences of basically either telling the person how it made you feel, blocking them, however it is that you kind of execute this form of kind of a punishment, I guess, of some sort. Like you just want to hurt them a little bit. So that's an emotional level. Okay, don't get me wrong. My guides are saying, because they were oblivious to it, because they were a bit selfish basically in and not bringing the balance, or just not being truthful with you. If they didn't want to be in it, then they shouldn't have been giving you the mess around. You are basically being shown as no, they are being shown, sorry, they are being shown that they now are puzzled. They're completely puzzled by why you would do this. And so they're now thinking about their part in why it led to where it led to. So for example, if you then block them on your phone, Facebook, things like that, and they can no longer get hold of you, they will be sitting there going, what did I do? But they really have to think about it, because at first they just won't get it. And with your silence, which appears to be what will happen, they really then do need to think about and have some self-awareness that actually they had some responsibility. But it takes them a while, guys. I'm not going to lie. It could take the entire week. It could take the entire month for some of them to actually twig that they needed to be better, and then to do something about it. What it means for you, for those of you who took that action to kind of do something that you will consciously know could harm the connection, but you just don't care because you're just tired. You know, whether you argued, said something about them, it could be anything, because there's so many scenarios that it could be. You do feel free. You feel sad about it. Some of you may regret it, but you do feel free, and you are very much in the mindset of what will be will be, because at least you're not exhausted anymore to have to deal with it, because you're choosing not to deal with it in the way that it was anymore. So for you, it represents a new beginning, you marching forward basically to your own drum, and not feeling hostage or held hostage by the other person who was giving you lack, or was mistreating your trust, or was giving you the runaround basically. So you will be moving and marching forward. And again, if you're single, you've still got that kind of attitude of, no, if you're with me or you're with me, you're either my kind of person or you're not. I'm not playing games anymore. Like, there's a sense of you feeling really grown up, and you don't want to be dealing with people who you see are less emotionally intelligent, or just overall immature to what it is that you need out of a romantic connection. And for some of you, like I said, for those where you did do something that then the other person is having to think about what they did, in the third week some will come forward, but you will not believe them just from their words. And I think regardless of when, because they will how do I put this? It's like, despite what you did, even if you think, gosh, what I did was really awful, I wouldn't go back to me if I did that, they seem to forgive you, because if they didn't like it and they're surprised, but given the thought process, when they kind of look back on it, they sort of understand. And so it is not completely over, not at all, than you think, basically. But you are not sitting there with open arms or praying and hoping that they'll be back to you. It's more like, if they want, in fact, some of you are not even considering it. It's only because they will take the effort and the time to try to convince you. And at first they'll fail, and maybe probably the second time they'll fail, which my guides are saying is going to be ironic for some of you, because for some of you, you've been waiting and wanting to have that person in your life and to fix things, and now you don't want to fix it, and they do. Do you get me? My guide's saying, how the tide turns. At some point, you will have to make a decision. If I'm being honest with you, I don't even feel that some of you will make that decision in August. I get here that for you just feel like the whole situation, it's not even being about how they were last month. It's like the whole situation between you and this other person has just been so dragged out that it can't just be fixed straight away. Not at all. but I believe it definitely will be, because they will want to repair. They will not just say the right thing, they will start to do the right thing, and you will soften. Because deep down, even though you're fed up and you're exhausted and you're angry, you know, there's a thin line, isn't there, between love and hate, and you do still love them. If you're single, I think you'll have a lot of luck with water signs at the end of the month in terms of being favourable. I think actually for the entire month you'll do well with a water sign, quite a lot. So that's going to be good for you. But other than that, you will be not wanting to date or have partners. Basically, it's coming up that you would rather be single than mess around with people that are just trying to mess around with you when it comes to love. So I do hope that's helped, guys. I'm always as truthful as I can be and realistic as I can be with my readings, and that's pretty much how my guides, as blunt as it was, say it's going to be for you guys when it comes to the month of August, when it comes to love. But it's definitely positive in the sense that you are deciding to take control of your feelings in your heart. And yes, it may be displayed in a way that may be a little bit hostile, maybe, you know, but it all works out in the end. It all works out in the end. So I do hope that's been helpful for you for the month of August. And I've been Benna, and again, if you've liked what you've heard, do like, subscribe and comment, and I will see you all again next month. Take care.